Alright, we're live. Hello. Haven't done a live stream in a while. Thought, why not do one again? Basically, I'm just gonna talk about Star Wars' 40th anniversary again. I've talked about that already, particularly in May and all that, but it seems as if, there's a bunch of movies for their 40th anniversary this year, and Star Wars doesn't seem to be getting any kind of indication of any kind of re-release of the original film. Now, Smokey and the Bandit had one in May during the week when, oh, this would be the perfect time for Star Wars. Nope. And Close Encounters of the Third Kind in September will have one. And, that's a good movie, but let's be honest, which film overall would people want to see for 40th anniversary of Star Wars? Or the 40th anniversary of a movie from 77, Star Wars, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, Smokey and the Bandit. I bet most people would think, Star Wars, because that's the biggest film of the year. And, yeah, they have Episode 8 coming out this year. Should have happened already. It was supposed to come out in May, the day after the 40th anniversary, but because of more action figure sales and merchandising sales would happen in, Christmas time, shove all of that in December so they can get more money that way from people. And I think in some way, I understand it, but I think in another way, when people think Star Wars in terms of months, I bet May is when they think about it. That's what I think. And, they should have had the 40th anniversary re-release of Star Wars. And I know Fox owns all the films, distribution, and worldwide, like theatrically and even distribution of home video rights until 2020. Though Episode 4 in that regard is owned by Fox overall, because all George Lucas got was the sequel rights and the rights to anything after the immediate sequels after A New Hope, the original Star Wars. Since Star Wars is just as big as ever, I don't think there's a time when Star Wars hasn't been big. They kind of, if they're not doing anything in regards of re-releasing the film, and Fox can do that, they don't have to answer to Disney, particularly with Episode 4. They can do that, and Disney can have their stuff going on, and they'll do their thing of releasing it here and there and whatever. I know some people would want the original unaltered cut, but in all honesty, even if it was just the special editions, me personally, I would just like to see Star Wars on the big screen, because I never got to see the original movie, Episode 4, on the big screen ever. I know when Episode 7 came out, they kind of did this marathon thing, but living in Iowa, we're not important enough for that to happen here. And if they did do it, they didn't advertise it at all. And if they did advertise it, they did a very poor job of it, because the theater I went to would have been the theater to do that. And, to see 7. And they didn't have that as an option, because if so, I probably would have done that, because get to see the first 6, and then the newest movie Disney made. Yeah, but they should do something with Star Wars, and they should have already done it by now. But if they do it in December, okay, well, I guess hype people up more for Star Wars. And you really don't need to. It seems to say new Star Wars movie, people get hyped already. Whether or not it be good or not is to be determined until the film comes out. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to come on here and say, they should re-release the original movie, Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope, which again is 40 this year. Because if they don't, they have all these 40th anniversaries happening with Close Encounters, Smokey and the Bandit. I think there's others, but those are the ones I kind of I've seen made a big deal of, at least in terms of showing the movies. I mean, there might have been some prior to that or even later that they haven't said they'll release, but I don't know. They just should, because people would want to see that in the theater, because people like me who never had the opportunity to see that on the big screen can see it. And then people who did, because they were around in 77, they can, relive it again, even though it most likely will be these special editions. I mean, who cares at that point if it's a special edition or not? In a situation where you have the opportunity to see Star Wars on the big screen again, personally, I wouldn't care. I'd just be just excited to see the original film on the big screen in whatever capacity. It would be an experience that I never had. And then the only thing I would like is if Empire and Jedi were on the big screen again, too, for their respected anniversaries. And then I could say I saw all of them on the big screen. Because, again, I was not important enough to have a marathon of the first 6 films before the premiere of Episode 7. Yeah, we're not important enough in that regard. Could have made more money that way, but no. Only select places get that kind of special treatment. Meanwhile, most people in the Midwest, unless you live in Chicago, you kind of get... Maybe Kansas City got that, I don't know. But I don't want to drive all the way down to Chicago or Kansas City if that was the case. I don't know. Anyway, I just wanted to say, well, they should do that. They should re-release it, and it'll be really stupid if they don't, because they have an opportunity to not only make money, but to make people happy. But hey, sometimes money and people being happy with what could make them happy, sometimes in studio executives' heads that doesn't make sense to them. But anyway, I think I'll stop there, and yeah, I just wanted a live stream since I hadn't done that in quite some time. So yeah, and my computer sounds like it's gonna blow up because it's kind of stupid and it hasn't live streamed in some time. So yeah. can't handle it or something. Anyway, see you later.